Greetings, beautiful souls. Thank you for your interest in my workshop, Activate Your Cosmic DNA. This workshop is based on my book that has been recently published, Activate Your Cosmic DNA, Discover Your Starseed Family from Andromeda, Pleiades, Sirius, Centaurus, Epsilon, Eridani, and Lyra. This particular workshop is the series of the 3 sessions. And we will focus on the first 3 star nation, on the first trinity, which is Andromeda, Pleiades, and Sirius. Now, each session lasts about 2 hours. And if you have been in my workshop, you already know my dynamics. If you have not been in my workshop, you will learn that we will start with this opening prayer where we connect as a soul family together. That is the foundation of every workshop that I do, the very founding, the bonding part within us, that memory that we have done this before, because we empower each other. We help to remember each other much faster. And naturally, we take that little quantum leap in our evolution, in that spiritual growth that we are doing here on Earth. So each workshop, as I said, is the 2 hours, and they are spaced 1 week away from each other. So we're going to spend a lovely 6 hours together in a 3 weeks period. Now, the trinity of the Andromeda, Pleiades, and Sirius is the trinity within our body that would represent the body, soul, and mind. Now, you have heard that many times that this human body has been genetically modified by starseed families, by extraterrestrial beings that literally tweak the genetic of the primates that evolve into the humans that we are today. You as a divine being of light who is incarnating in this human body, you may call yourself starseed, light worker, wave shower, or any other name that you like. You have to utilize this human body. Now, since our ancient ancestor had modified this body with extraterrestrial DNA, that means that there's a lot of sleeping DNA within each of our body. Whenever you consider yourself starseed and remember the life prior coming to Earth, or you are an earthseed and you have no whatsoever memory of the life prior your earthly lifetimes, we all have the same skills and same abilities that are already built within this body. So the goal is to awaken the memory. Then another goal is to recognize the potential within you, within each one of you. And the last part of it is the practice. Learn how to practice to embody this ability or this memory that you awaken within you. I would like you to notice the trinity of this again. And the book is written in exactly the same code. You are learning about the star nation, and many of you feel like, oh, I can belong to this star nation, that star nation, or I can belong to all of them. It honestly doesn't matter if you feel drawn to the one or to all of them. Each one of them that I have written contributes something to the human DNA. So yes, it's somewhere within you is awakening that the memory of that star nation. And if you came from them, hey, that's even better than that. Then another part is, again, recognizing that similarity, the similarity of, let's say, the Andromedan beings and similarity of the Pleiadian beings and the starseeds here and the Sirian starseeds here. We all have a little different personality, preferences, and desires in our life. We also vary with our ups and downs, with our challenges and traumas that we have picked up for this lifetime and that we are picking up in the patterns for our lifetimes. And once you recognize it and realize it, there is that awakening moment, right? That your DNA, that sleeping DNA within you go like, aha, the light goes on in your brain and you go like, wait a minute, we are onto something. Now, once you have that moment, that will not sustain you for the rest of your life because you have that high that like, I'm a Pleiadian, this is really great, all those things would happen to me, I can understand them. And it goes for a while. And if you don't practice, this is an important part, if you don't practice what you realize, what you have learned, what you have awakened, you kind of fall down and you will have this like, but where's my soul family? Why they are not going to help me on my way? So essential part to any knowledge is a practice. And that's why this workshop, I believe, will be the most beneficial to every single one of you, where I feel guided by the Pleiadians to share these practices with you, to literally sit down with you and practice the meditation, the practice connection to the energy power center within your body. Each star nation has what I call, what I was learning, what Pleiadians taught me, is the energy power center, which is one or two of your chakras, sometimes connected to kata. And that center within the body is the most strongest sensitive center. And that is sort of, your gift where you're practicing it in and out. So if we're gonna look at the Andromedians, that's what we are gonna do in the week 1, we are going to focus on the body because Andromedians are phenomenal healers of the physical body. Now you says, okay, but I'm not a healer, I'm having, some other occupation, I'm still Andromedian. Well, not only you are a healer, but you have also phenomenal self-healing abilities. Andromedians usually awaken through the illness, car accidents, all kind of the problems and the issue, where their body literally jumpstart the self-healing ability, and you do have to and need to practice them. Now, there is a saying that in the healthy body lives healthy mind and healthy soul. So you need to prepare the body for the further more awakening and embracing of your abilities. So in the week 1, when we will talk about the Andromedians, we're going to focus on that ability of the clairsentience. We're going to learn and practice together how to open and close your energy, and also how to test the energy, how to find your answers through the becoming a human pendulum. Now, if you've already been in my class, you definitely know this exercise because it's one of my favorite to teach, because I do believe it helps us on the journey a lot. If this is your first time and you read about it, it's really good to connect and practice. Practice makes everything better. Now, in our meditation, I will utilize a little bit bits and pieces of the language of light. I'm not going to teach in this class the language of light, but you definitely will be exposed to the language of light. Now, everything that I talk so far, you will find in the book. I will add a few things that you will not find in the book, at least not into this one. I want to look at the particular organs within the body that are connected to this dimension. So for example, with Andromeda, it would be the bladder, your main brain within the body, and how it affects the other function, and your brain in your head within the body. And definitely we'll talk about things like that and hidden energy within the body. Then on the week 2, we are going to connect with Pleiadians. Pleiadians are soul healer, and that is your 4th chakra, your love center. I mean, the biggest issue with the star seeds today is the fear of love. Isn't it funny? We all want to be in love, and we are so afraid to open our heart and be in love and love the others. And if we're loving the others, to receive the love, it's like a never-ending cycle because you have been hurt many times. So Pleiadians will help to heal that. Why love? Why heart? Love is the most strongest, powerful, potent energy in this universe. Love itself heals every single thing. Now, just take it all in. Love is the essence of your soul. And your soul sits in your heart chakra. Heart is the first organ that happens when the eggs and the sperms connect together. So here are the Pleiadians. In our exercise, we will learn to soothe down the nervous system because Pleiadians do have a lot of emotional troubles and dramas and ups and downs in their life, lots of abuse and stuff like that. We are attracting all this kind of diverse relationships. And we're gonna learn to find your guardian tree. Now, Pleiadian energies in the nature is all around you every single day. And so instead of just, going up there in the Alkion and walking in the temple, we are taking from the earthly energies. It's much more easier. When we connect to the nature, we connect to Pleiada. So we're gonna play with that, we're gonna practice with that. And on the third week, we will raise in the energy of the mind, your sixth chakra, or that seventh chakra. Sixth chakra is the energy power center for the Sirian beings, so Sirian starseeds. Now, Sirians are knowledge keepers. Through them, you connect to Akashic records. That means to all your records here on the earth and up there in the universe. See, your soul has all that memory, but the mind is that connects to all those records. Now, if your mind is controlled by your human ego, which is our normal progression in this life, you will have a hard time to assess a clear record. You may get some scrambled, mumbled, maybe even poison kind of the version of it. So we will talk about it. We will help to release the sadness out of the body. So our exercise will be reviewing our life, kind of looking at it, or see how to do the life review. And we will learn to be in a place where we release or let go of the sadness. I mean, I think every single one can say today that, yes, there has been sadness in the life, there has been difficulties, there's been challenges. And yes, that's the human life. We go through the suffering until we realize we don't have to suffer anymore, until we realize that we are much more than just a human being living in this ordinary human body. Suddenly you realize that you are a multidimensional being, a being of light that lives in the extraordinary body, the body that is the best tool on this journey. So in the summary of this workshop, my goal and wish for you is to take these 3 star nations, Andromeda, connected to your physical body, Pleiades, connecting to the soul that lives within the body, and to Sirians, to the mind that lives also within the body, that is part of the beautiful soul-mind connection, heart-mind connection. And so once you have this trinity, you can do anything. You know that 3 is the most powerful number. 3 is the catalyst. And there are so many people in the history who talk about it. So let's work on this beautiful trinity together. Let's enjoy to share the knowledge, and let's enjoy the practice and the practice. So you can be walking, talking, breathing, living extraterrestrial being, living in the human body. So if you feel excited and would like about this and find it interesting, please sign up for my workshop, and I'll see you in the class. Love and light from my heart to yours.